Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subject channel. So those of you that know me, you know I'm born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, as you can see right there. The Brewers throwback. And I get sometimes I get kind of emotional just, looking at how good Milwaukee used to be in the 80s and the 90s and how genuine it was and, just how fun it was, just doing nothing or going to the movies or going to the pool or all the different things we used to do growing up. And then I got on my Facebook, I got a lot of people that I grew up with. I grew up with tons of people in my neighborhood. It was just nothing but families, and we all went to the same elementary school, same middle school, same high school. Now in middle school, everybody starts spreading out, but we all went to the same elementary school, and a lot of us went to the high schools that weren't far from each other. But me personally, I don't think people would move out of their towns if their towns didn't change so much. I know I wouldn't. I don't like the cold. The cold would be the reason. But if Milwaukee was warm, year round and a little different, I probably wouldn't move. But what I want to do on this video is I want to give you some reasons why you, as a level-minded, sound-minded individual, need to move out of cities like Milwaukee, Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis. All of these cities that glorify that culture that makes it even worse for us Black Americans. If you got to move around all white people, and the worst problem you got is they don't like you, you done upgraded. But I had to write this down because it's so much, y'all. Some of the reasons, some of the things that you deal with in cities like Milwaukee. And I know people going to agree with this. It's I'm ready to go. And then it's the people around you, y'all supposed to be making things better for each other. But people make it worse. They make it worse. It's when you get married and stuff, for instance, you gotta, I done heard Charleston White and I done heard a lot of other people say this. And I've been thinking it before I heard, you gotta battle the outside world. That's why they got cheerleaders in sports, man. That's why they let fans watch the games. Because when you battling and you got somebody that wants you to win, it's gonna fuel your ambition to win. But a lot of dudes can agree with me on this. It's when you doing something that people don't appreciate, it destroys your morale. It destroys your ambition. And it's you can be an energetic person, and now all of a sudden, you just feel tired all the time. You can't even sleep good. When you got an adversarial spirit in the same house with you, they ain't even got to be saying nothing to you. Sometimes it'll keep you woke. And you know which one is the adversary, because the adversary is going to sleep better than the person that they adversarial against. How is people, I guarantee you, remember, we got shame the devil. Tell me if I'm wrong, guys. When you start falling out with your girlfriend, when you start falling out with your wife, did you sleep better and do you sleep better in your car during your break at work sometimes than you do at that house? I guarantee you that some of y'all is getting in trouble for coming back late from your break because she can't whoop you. She can't whoop you. All she could do is call them boys. That's all she could do. That's her move. Call them boys, call her relatives, which you probably have stumped them. Don't nobody sign up for that, man. And then you got to deal with it in cities like this. You be out here, you have been just got into them and you unhinged. You have been and came out here and I'm telling you, it's people in jail like this. They was at home fighting and then somebody just was wrong place, wrong, messing with them at the wrong time. You got to have a temperament like mine where you can control your temper. But everybody has that point. Me, I'm a little more intelligent. I have a little more self-control than your average person. But one time, they caught me at that time. I'm minding my own business. I'm already mad over something. But I don't take stuff out on people. And all of a sudden, boom, I'm all out, my whole car jerked. You back out so far that you hit my car. And then tried to downplay it. I'm like, it don't matter. You still did it. I was like, oh, this ain't nothing. I said, what you mean it ain't nothing? I said, what are you doing anyway? Like, how are you backing into my car? We going back and forth. We going back and forth. And the person, it was a car full of, I could tell they could see that I was getting a little upset, making it worse, but she was trying to downplay it. She was trying to downplay it and she was trying to act like you're a man. Like, look, you can do whatever you want in your life. You could do whatever you want in your life. But don't make that mistake and think you gonna play out your fantasies and get on my level of masculinity, because you ain't. So you got the talking crazy, and they saw it. The people in the guys like, get back in the car, because I believe they saw my reaction to it. Like, all that person had to do was give me their number, like, look, I apologize. You know, it's not that much damage, but I'll pay for whatever damage it is. And I would have been like, you know what? All right. Took their number. But you want to be like, oh, that ain't nothing. I got money on top. Just want to talk crazy. Just shut up. Nobody should want to go to jail. Just be quiet. You don't have to always fight. Every time you look up in Milwaukee, somebody's fighting. You ain't got your life right if all you do is fight. And this is why I'm making this video. You got to get out of cities like this. People talk too much. Dude, trust me, man. If you ain't got it like that, you don't want to cross me, man. Or people like me. Just be cool. But they can't. They can't. These people, this how infectious the air is here. It could be people that never leave the house talking slick, just as slick as these people out here. Never leave the house. The air is getting through the cracks of their walls. And they acting the same way. Reasons why you got to get out of cities like Milwaukee. The anxiety. First thing I got to look. When you dealing with situations in life, what's going to make it worse is reckless drivers running red lights, running stop sign. You driving responsibly, but because they don't like the way you drive, they're blowing their horn, flipping you off. I'm the type, I'll flip you back off. This what happened the other day. And it's the white people too. Don't think it's just the black people. It's the white people too. And again, starting stuff you can't finish, run and call the police. I think that's dumb. I think you should just be cool. So I'm coming out the gas station parking lot. Not speeding, watching where I'm going, everything, right? This guy comes flying around the corner. Flying. Right? Like right when I made my turn before he made his. You know what he did to me? Blew his horn real loud and mashed on it. It set me off, y'all. I hit the gas. I went right back up to him and I gave him the finger back. And he lit his window down and tried to say something. I couldn't hear him. I was finna say, man, you ain't gonna do nothing. I came down there where he was at, y'all. And that's what you don't want to do. You want to be around people that got it too good to be acting like that. Like they what am I gonna buy today? That's who you want to be around. Not, I gotta prove how tough I am. Where my food stamps at? It ain't nothing wrong with food stamps. But there's something wrong with you taking out your frustrations on other people. I always knew not to do that. Sometimes people will get in the way and they'll set you off, and do not make it rough for your kids, man. You got to try to keep the right attitude for your kids, man. Next thing, seeing others struggle. It's like when you do one of the hardest things in the world is when you know what to do and you putting your plan to practice. But while you putting it to practice, you seeing other people struggle. And it's like, and that's going to be the next one too. This one and the next one is going to be line upon line with each other. And it's like you be wanting to help people, but if you help them too much, you going to hurt yourself. That's how it be, man. And that's why you got to get out of cities like this. Everybody going to need a ride and you going to be the only person with a car. It sounds harsh, don't it? But it's not, dude. Because if you don't get your stuff together, they'll take your car too. You got to look at it like that. Like, man, I got to do what I got to do first. And that's the same thing. Next one. Wanting to help people, but it's not plentiful out here, so you can't. You can't empty out your bank account to help everybody else, because then your day will come. You got to help people in pinches and spurts. Because your day come, you been and gave everything away. Just ask MC Hammer. Ask a lot of these people that had riches that was trying to help everybody, and now they don't got it like that no more. And everybody gone. Next thing, the scarcity mindset is contagious. You'll be talking about all the stuff. You'll be like, yeah, the Parasange, you know, that's my dream car. And when I get it, I'm going to be doing this and and they'll be quiet because they got a scarcity mindset, or they'll be like, man, you ain't going to never get that, man. You might as well give up that dream. Scarcity mindset. They don't believe they're going to have nothing. So that's what causes all of that black cloud to come in. When you just got a job mindset. And one thing I hate too is people that talk that faith stuff, but they know that all their faith is in jobs and paychecks. Why don't you just stop talking? Because it's a lie. It's a lie. Look, if you call something and be not as though it is, and you believe it, it's not a lie. But if you talk like you believe this stuff and you really don't, then you a liar. It's people out there, watch this. All they do is talk about faith and manifestation and all this other stuff, right? But then these same people try to lock you in or lock themselves into a job, and they'll try to, like a lot of these women, they purposely target dudes like city workers, garbage men, police, firemen, because they don't believe in themselves and they don't believe that money can be had through business. And when they talk that stuff, but their actions don't match, that's lies. That makes them a liar. Lying has many forms. Next thing, and when you make it, people will act like you owe them something. Like in cities like this, right? Let's say I won the lottery, or let's say I came up with the business idea and it just took off, and now I got $10 million in the bank. Ring, 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 ring. I need that. Oh, it's like that. Oh, yep. Cities like this. Yep. And you'll be looking through your Ring doorbell and see bum dudes. Little bum, gangster rap listening niggas. Think the only way they could make it is by putting you in the trunk. That's why you got to get out of cities like this. Next thing, listen to people talk that you know don't know nothing. That's all dope. Yeah, because, Trump is the reason why everybody ain't got no jobs. And it's Trump's fault that people is under the bridge. And it's Trump's fault. Last I checked, Trump only been in there not even a total of 5 years. And a lot of these people that's saying this stuff, they be 55 years old, 60 years old. It be cities like this. And sometimes you be liking them as a person, and you be like, I ain't gonna even argue with them. You be like, well, all right, man. It was nice seeing you again, man. That kind of stuff. Yeah, because Trump, the reason why 99% of these people Next thing, seeing foreigners get rich in your neighborhoods. It's more likely to happen in cities like Milwaukee, cities like Chicago, these type of city. They be making stuff that you could make even better than them. Italian beef, hitting the thing. You telling me you can't do that? I know I can. I'm cold with it. Got people cooking for you that can't stand you. The devil is a liar. Coming over here like they better than us. And we just making them rich. And you know why? Scarcity mindset. The scarcity mindset amongst black people will make you so jealous of your own color, your own race, that you rather give it to people that don't even like you. But with the people like you, Black people should be able to go and set up shop on the corner. And because they black, people give them a chance and judge them based on what they put out. Not you just automatically out the rip just saying, dude, no. They be having people working back there that barely can speak English. All they know how to do is cook. And you eating their food. And I'm eating their food. Next thing, bad people skills too prevalent. If you work in a customer service, you supposed to say to me, thank you, have a nice day. When I walk up, you don't say it just to white people. You say it to me too, fool. Y'all ever seen that? Cities like Milwaukee. You'll be at a restaurant. The girl, the white people, hello, how you doing? Thank you. Then you come up. What the cluck is wrong with you? And then they teach the young black women, sisters, the same crap. I know they learned it from y'all. And then y'all want to talk about this black love stuff. Let's be honest. It ain't all, but a lot of black women do got a problem with black men. They think it's their job to break us down. And when they can't, all right, is he on probation? I'm finna call his PO. It's not your job as a woman of any kind to break a man down. If you trying to break a man down, you're not doing your job as a woman. The last thing I got listed is seeing good people forced to do bad. I'm going to tell y'all like this. I grew up with a lot of dudes, relatives, friends, and I have seen guys that did try to find jobs, try to go to school, try to do this, try to do that. And many different ways, it just didn't work out, man. It didn't work out like the streets did. I've seen it, man. I've worked in jails. You can't tell me all these dudes is bad guys. Sometimes they just be like, I'm going back to what work. If I can make $20,000 in a month and take care of my kids, take care of myself, buy the stuff I want. But then you can't even hire me for a job that pays $600-700 a week. And then when you need help, they be back there behind that glass, just condescending as they want to be. And they don't be taking into consideration, what if that was your son? What if that was your son that was trying not to sell drugs? Trying not to rob nobody, trying to be on the straight and narrow, and you back there, man, he out here effed up. What if that was your brother? And your brother done been to jail 3-4 times, saying, man, I'm gonna do everything I can not to go back. And these racist white folks won't give him a job. And if they do, they know they can't whoop him, but they don't want him around. So they raising their voice to him, disrespecting him. And he know how he get down. So he gonna just leave. This is real life situation. You can't say that. Y'all white folks, man, y'all need to be quiet sometime. Y'all don't be knowing what y'all be doing. And I'm not the biggest hater. I don't hate white people. But I'm the truth, man. I'm going to tell it. I'm going to call it just like it is. A lot of them, y'all be on some bull crap. You know you can't whoop, dude. You can go to the gun range all you want. You still can't shoot like he can. He'll been and shot you down before you even raised your gun. Because it's in his mind to do it, and he know how to do it. But y'all be on them jobs talking crazy, messing with these guys. And then you had a nerve to say they won't work. Why don't you just say that you won't let him work? You won't let him work in peace. See, that's the elephant in the room that everybody try to ignore. And you be like, well, Mexicans this, Mexicans that. They are good workers mostly. That's not a secret, man. Again, I'm the truth, man. They are good workers. But y'all want to know the difference between them and us? Is with them, they came from less, so they're going to be like, they looking at you like, man, who he think he is? I got it better than I ever had it in life. And they do a better job of ignoring. But I also noticed that they don't mess with them like they do black dudes. I remember the dude was delivering bread. I was working at Burger King. And he was doing dudes so wrong, it got my attention. I almost said, dude, will you let him do what he got to do? Why are you acting like that? But I said, I'm going to stay out of it. And I was thinking in my mind, that's why these dudes be quitting. Like he trying to talk to him like he a little boy. And that dude was old enough where he ain't even old enough to be his dad. I was thinking like, look at that. Now let me tell y'all a story that happens more often than you think about me and one of my jobs. So I knew I got the job back. I knew all of them for years. Mutual respect, things like that, right? I even kind of knew the guy that they made the superintendent because like when I used to work third shift, I would have to be out in the front in intake when he was an intake specialist. And so, but here's the thing. When I came back, I was already like kind of annoyed that they even gave him that job because I knew that a lot of the guys that were supervisors and the deputy superintendent was competent enough to do that job. And they gave it to him because he was white. I'm telling you, man, this stuff be happening. They just be sneaky with it. And so he even said himself in the meeting, he said, such and such, he said, I'm just the figurehead. Said he's the one that really know what he doing. So what happened with me was everybody knew I wasn't finna play with them dudes. Like, you earn people respect by giving them a consequence. When they know you will get them, they will learn how to respect you even if they don't like you. That's how it is in corrections, law enforcement in general. When they know you the one that'll get them, they ain't gonna want to cross you. So then what they do is they'll try to go over your head. If they can't brainwash you, they'll go over your head. And that's what they did. That's what they did. They mothers was literally calling the supervisors. And when the supervisors wasn't getting brainwashed by them, they'll be calling the superintendent. So he listening to this stuff, right? And one incident finally happened where I made a comment and all the supervisors, well, now I don't know about this one, but all the rest of them was like, just give them a warning. Because they have been in my situation. They all have been in that position. They just moved up. He hadn't. He was never a JCO, YCO, whatever you want to call it. They keep switching the title. But he said, they told me everything that happened. They say he was like, asked them what they gonna do, and went against all of them. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna put them on a 30-day probation. So this dude was willing to put me in a situation where if I do anything else, I'm out the door. They didn't do that because they know what it's like back there. When these dudes be out here doing whatever they want and then come in there like you some type of peon or a peasant. They knew what it was like. He didn't. So he caught me at the reason why I quit was because I was already annoyed with that evaluation. And he just caught me at a bad time. Now think of how many people be in situations like that or worse. I'm like, I ain't finna work under this dude. And then I was like, oh shit. When I found out that he retired and the dude who should have had the position in the first place got in there. I was like, man, if I would have knew that, I wouldn't have never quit. I would have been like, man, F dude. My mind would have had a big middle finger stuck up towards him. Like, dang. I didn't know how long he was going to work there. The dude ended up moving on. I was like, oh, shoot. But another reason I quit, because I wasn't finna get that thing. And I knew they was finna force that thing, and I wasn't finna get that thing. But think of that, man. Just think of, and this is on top of all the other problems in a city like Milwaukee. And that's why I say, you got to get out of cities like this, man. You got to, you better off going somewhere where push come to shove and it's warm enough for you to live in your car. You can't do that here. You'll freeze to death. You'll be like, they'll find you like Jack Nicklaus on The Shining. Remember how they found him in the snow? Your face be like, how they was finding people in Chicago froze to the ground, dead. So that's why I say you got to move out of cities like Milwaukee. And we're going to do a couple videos. We're going to connect the dots with this kind of stuff. So stay tuned.